This is Quick Talks, and I'm Lynn Watkins. This has been a busy summer for me, including helping friends move and, unfortunately, cleaning up after a flood. So I've asked a special friend of mine to speak to you today on the topic of forgiveness. Please stay tuned and listen to Jake's story. This is Lynn Watkins, and this is Quick Talk. Goodbye.
To understand my story, you must understand I was an orphan puppy. My mom got run over by a car when I was 10 days old. But then I found my human. His name was Mike, and we did everything together. But because I was an orphan puppy, I wasn't allowed to go outside. I could only go outside to do my business and to play with my humans. No other dogs were allowed. So I was alone. Oh, I still had lots of fun and lots of toys. But I was 3 months old before my dad could take me out for a walk. Because of the restrictions, I never got to play with other dogs. And because my mother died when I was only 10 days old, I didn't know much about being a dog. And then Hank came. Hank was a big labradoodle who loved to play, and he taught me how to be a dog. He became my best friend. Hank and I did everything together. We ate together, we played outside together, and I did everything just like Hank. Until the terrible day when my human said I would not get to play with Hank anymore. Hank got into the car with his human and left, and I missed him very, very much. But just a few weeks ago, I got good news. Hank was coming back. His human had to move back nearby to where I live. Oh, I was so happy. I couldn't wait to get in the car and go see Hank. I dreamed of us playing together and doing all sorts of things together, just like we used to. And then I got to see Hank. Oh, it was wonderful. We began to play outside. But when it started raining, we went inside to play. And then it happened. I don't know exactly why, but I was just so excited that I teetered just a little bit on the sofa. I was so embarrassed, and I tried to let the humans know how embarrassed I was and that it was an accident. But I was banned from the furniture. I was not allowed to sit on the sofa or in anyone's lap. She who must be obeyed said that I had to stick to the house rules. But I didn't hear the house talking. My human was outside, so I looked for Hank. I was sure Hank could help me. But Hank said he was tired, and he crawled up on the sofa and went to sleep. And it only got worse from there. I had to eat my dinner outside on the porch. Hank got to eat inside. And later, when it was time for bed, Hank got to go in the back of the house. He said he was going to sleep on the bed with his human, and I had to stay out in the front and sleep in the kennel. The next morning was even worse. My human went outside to do some work, and she who must be obeyed sat down on the sofa, let Hank sit in her lap, and she petted him. Well, after that, I had had enough. I was disgusted with everyone, and I could not wait to go home. When we got home, I went and I got on my sofa with my special blanket and finally was able to get a good rest. But when I woke up for dinner, I wasn't very hungry. And the next morning, my tummy hurt. None of my toys seemed very interesting, and I didn't even want to go outside and look at the birds. I miss my humans. I wanted to play with them, but they had been mean to me. How could I play with someone who had been mean to me? But then my human Mike put his screen thing called a computer down on the table where I could see it. A man was on the screen. He said we needed to forgive those who hurt us. He said forgiveness didn't help them, it helped us. And then it was as if I came to myself. I remembered who I am. I am not just some lost puppy. I am Big J Barakai G. Watkins. She who must be obeyed said that I am a blessing of the Lord or my human Mike, and I wasn't going to let one mistake stop my destiny. I was created by God to be a blessing to Mike and to look after she who must be obeyed. That's what I knew what I had to do. I had to forgive my humans. I knew it was going to be hard, but I knew to do it. And what about Hank? Well, Hank was in a bad spot, and I think he was embarrassed. So I've decided to forgive him too. And I'm looking forward to when he comes to visit and we can both lay down together on the sofa. Yes, I'm a happy dog now. This is Big J Barakai G. Watkins for Quick Talks.